it might be the best kept secret in college football. And West Virginia has had it right under our noses for at least 365 days. Are we talking about one of the richest programs in the sport that nobody is referencing right now?
What Rim Baker and company have done over the last calendar year is triple the all-time high for philanthropic giving in West Virginia history, going from 38 million being the most ever in a calendar year to they just reported $111,044,890 in philanthropic support, which is, like I said, nearly 3 times the previous record of 38. And
Paul, can I stop you for a second?
Insane.
I'm reading verbatim on West Virginia's website. The year was highlighted by $111 million in philanthropic support, tripling the previous record of $38 million. You're not making that up. That's on westvirginia.com.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, look, when I put my show together, that's where I got the information from, right? Yeah. I mean, look, we're talking about this is different from like ticket revenue, Big 12 distributions, like merchandise sales, concessions, etc. Like that's not what this is. This is people supporting the program. This is literally the 8,000 MAC members that decided to give. This is the 2,000 something odd Golden Blue Enterprises people that decided to give. This is one of 5, or let's see, I get the numbers flipped on this. So several $5 million gifts given, right, to the program over the last year due to Rim Baker and company. And we were told Rim Baker, this is what he does. And he did it. Like when you look at you look at around the country, fiscal year of Florida State, 2025, 2026, 106 million in pledges is what they got. UCF, 52 million. Syracuse, 43 million. Memphis, 32 million. Ohio State, right around 50 or 60 million. I don't have it in front of me. So we're talking about, this is an elite tier. And it was shocking to a lot of us that it happened. There are reasons behind it that I can go into. Like they're doing a lot. They're building a brand new suite they know is going to give us between $5 and $6 million a year. And so a lot of the money has come in for that. And there are reasons behind it, but the reasons don't matter. What matters is that this happened, that it came in. And a lot of, the support for Rich Rodriguez and for Ross Hodge, who all in every level, both signed top 25 classes, portal and high school. So it was a total flip, right? And it had to be done for this program to get back to where we know it can go as a program. It started in Omaha. It feels like the momentum, this wave we've been riding with Country Roads, and it's just continued to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I really do think we're in a unique time where West Virginia can be the next BYU or Texas Tech if they capitalize on all this momentum, the support, and everything that's right in front of him. McAfee is wearing his West Virginia hat yesterday when Vinatieri makes the joke of the century. So, there's a lot going on.
Tell me, with this iteration of the roster, and you and I texted back and forth a bit about some of the stars of this team. We're going to get into a game-by-game schedule breakdown for West Virginia here in a second as well. Talk to me about how that money is already in play with guys like a Cam Cook or Michael Hawkins being in Morgantown and helping run this offense.
It's exciting, right? We had Rick Trickett. He was amazing. He did an interview 2 days ago now, and he said, people probably freak out, but he was buzzing by him 80 miles an hour. He's almost 80 years old, but he does not act like it at all. One of those dudes is like going to be 60 forever, I think. But, he's, like I said many times, probably the best offensive line coach of the last 30, 40 years. He's probably one of 3 or 4 and, continues to do it at an elite level. He's going to get this offensive line playing at an elite level. Obviously, last year, he was the O-line coach for the Jacksonville State squad that did what they did, and Cam Cook led the country in rushing. He and Cam come over together, same system. Mike Hawkins comes in. He's going to run this offense. And I put together a show yesterday just on those two. Michael Hawkins Jr. in his career has got a few starts at Oklahoma. And over the course of his right around 60-something runs, he's at a 37% missed tackles rate. Lamar Jackson's Heisman season is at 27%. That's around 45 missed tackles on 160 attempts. So he's well within the possibility to be able to do that. He's a 4-3 guy. And the combination of those two with the elite offensive line, we think we're going to have Kevin Brown. It's going to be Kevin Brown. It's going to be Nick Cray. It's going to be Wes King. It's going to be Amari Grayson. And it's going to be Carson Cassidy. That's Rick Trickett confirmed this in his interview the other day. So that means our borderline 5-star is going to be the left tackle. So he's going to go in as a freshman, but it gives us a really high ceiling. We're really excited about the offense. The defense, Zach Alley, we feel really good about his ability to circumvent maybe anything that, like, on in some deficiency areas that there might be. There are a couple concerns, but it's more of a sign along the lines that they're just unproven, more so than anything else. I mean, there's a lot of us. Phil Steele, we talked about it. We'll go over the schedule in just a minute, but the schedule is a big reason that we're really excited about the potential for West Virginia in 2026. And lastly, I'll talk about the receivers here because I mean, we're kind of on the offense anyway. It's a really talented group. Jaden Bray leads that charge. He's a guy that has NFL potential. We really think he can be good. And then you add in a bunch of guys that they brought in, like Prince Strachan, who had 40 catches at Boise State 2 years ago before he got injured at USC. USC wanted him to be their number one guy last year. He got hurt. So he's back, obviously coming in to probably play a huge role. Teron Francis comes in from LSU. And obviously you've got a bunch of other guys from JUCO and high school and other places that we really like. And then Amari Latimer, the running back that was a Georgia Player of the Year, turned down Miami and Wisconsin, come to West Virginia, one of the huge wins that we got in recruiting, along with Kevin Brown and Matt Sieg, who will probably start in the secondary. We really feel good about this team talent-wise, Drake. It's the most talented team we've had in a decade plus.
Is this the most momentum you felt for West Virginia football in 8 years, 10 years?
Yeah, since I've been covering the team, it's never been like this. So, we knew there was one. Well, let me take that back. After we won 9 games in 2023 under Garrett Green and those guys, that offseason was pretty similar to this. We thought we had a chance to beat Penn State coming out of the gates. And I will say this about Neil Brown as well. The unfortunate thing about his tenure was because of the impetus they put on, non-conference scheduling in the beginning years of the college football playoff. Yeah. We had 2 Power Fours scheduled per year for almost the entirety of Neil Brown's tenure. That was bad for him because he didn't get those 2 easy wins, or at least 1 easy win to start the year every year. He started out with Penn State. He started out with Virginia Tech. I mean, he started out with he had a really tough go of it. So, I don't like to make a lot of excuses for Neil, but his tenure as far as the schedule goes was pretty messed up. But it's finally fixed.
Speaking of schedules, go right there next. Game by game, West Virginia 2026. How many wins will the Mountaineers secure? This is a Locked On Big 12, Locked On West Virginia crossover. Hey, today's brought to you by our friends at FanDuel. Baseball fans, if you think you know who's hitting a home run today, FanDuel is the place for you. Fans are given a free chance to call your shot with daily dingers. It's easy to play. Just make your free pick for who you think will hit a home run in their game. If you're right, you'll receive a profit boost using your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. Best of all, you can make a free pick every day through the MLB season. Daily dingers is another fun way to stay engaged with every day's games, whether you're following your favorite team or keeping an eye on matchups across the league. Every game has someone capable of going deep. Now you get the chance to make your prediction before first pitch. Shohei Ohtani. I can just go in every day and just Shohei every single day. And if he hits a home run, bam, there's my boost. Sometimes it's a hitter who's been on a hot streak. Sometimes it's just Shohei Ohtani. That's exactly how I do it because odds are every 3 or 4 days he's going to hit a home run. So are you ready to play your game today? Join all the action at FanDuel.com. That's FanDuel.com to play daily dingers and make your free pick on who's hitting a homer. Play ball. Swing for the fences on FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the MLB. It is FanDuel.com. Your place to go today. Download that FanDuel app.